Student learning, or more specifically, the experiences students are having that provide them with new and valuable knowledge, is occurring in many different ways outside of the classroom. For Rec Sports, students who hold employment with the department are engaged in some of the most meaningful student learning experiences on campus. The following information is intended to provide context related to the Rec Sports student employee. Every year, Rec Sports receives an estimated 800 applications from students wanting to work for the department. Of those students, roughly 200 get hired, or just about 25%. Throughout the year, Rec Sports maintains a student employee roster of between 300 and 400 student employees, making it one of the largest employers of students funded by the Student Programs and Services fee. Given the frequency in which students move on in their university experience, it is estimated that roughly 1,000 active students on campus have been employed with Rec Sports at some point during their time at the University of Tennessee. In general, student employees work an average of 9 hours per week and earn $7.50 per hour starting off. Despite a relatively small paycheck, students remain employed with Rec Sports for an average of 2.5 years, or over half their time at UT. The longer they stay, the better chances they have at being promoted. It is estimated that 1 in 3 student employees will receive a promotion during their time working with Rec Sports. One might ask, how does working for Rec Sports impact the student experience? More specifically, retention, graduation, job preparation, and connection to UT. Over the course of 4 years, we asked student employees if working for Rec Sports was impacting these key aspects. Nearly 3 out of 4 students agreed or strongly agreed that working for Rec Sports motivated them to continue their formal education at UT and assisted in their goal of graduating. When asked whether working for Rec Sports prepared them for success in a future occupation, 86% of students agreed or strongly agreed that it did. And lastly, almost 90% of students agreed or strongly agreed that working for Rec Sports helps connect them to the University of Tennessee. While success during school is important, developing transferable skills has become a central focus for the Rec Sports student employee. During the 2019 All-Staff Training, veteran student employees were introduced to the National Association of Colleges and Employers, or NACE, competencies. Following the training session, students were asked which of the NACE competencies they felt were being most developed through their employment with Rec Sports. The majority of students indicated that 4 of the 8 NACE competencies were in fact being improved through their job with Rec Sports, specifically leadership, communication, teamwork, and critical thinking. Given the size, scope, and overall impact of the experience, a good follow-up question might be, does employment at Rec Sports help students get a job after college? The results of a survey completed by more than 100 alumni who had previously worked as a Rec Sports student manager or served as a sport club officer found that 72% of alumni list their experience on their current resume. 67% have used examples from their experience during a job interview, and 72% cited the experience as helping them succeed in their current occupation. While the numbers tell a lot of the story, the best way to understand someone's experience is to hear directly from them. So what are students saying about their experience? A current employee said, "Being an employee of Rec Sports has basically shaped my entire experience at the University of Tennessee. It has influenced my studies, career goals, and overall personality. I have also made relationships that will last a lifetime." Another student employee said, "Rec Sports has been a big part of my college career. As an employee, I have grown in many areas including leadership and communication skills. I love being in a place where people come to enhance a healthy lifestyle." An alumni and former sport club officer said, "My leadership experience helped me navigate many of the common skills needed in the workplace. Communication, time management, coordination, planning, and even how to handle conflict. The officer trainings were essential in my ability to be successful. risk management, conflict resolution, event planning, etc. An alumni and former student employee said, I was able to learn how to direct and organize people, develop strong time management skills, take on real responsibilities where I was the point person on projects, and develop strong interpersonal skills. Working with multitude of people in a leadership role prepared me for my first job out of college. To better understand the learning taking place for student employees, one must first understand the general structure of the rec sports department. There are 7 program areas in rec sports. These include aquatics and safety, fitness, informal recreation, intramural sports, outdoor pursuits, sport clubs, and promotions. Within these different areas, the rec sports department employs students in up to 23 different student positions, many of which require advanced training and/or nationally recognized certifications. Rec Sports is excited to provide content related to the student learning taking place in each of these areas during future editions of the Evolve newsletter. Thank you for your interest in this topic. Be well and go Vols.